1-1 against the ACC. You beat Miami and you lost to Florida State. That's totally different when you were in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
What did you learn in your experience against the ACC that might help you against this team?
I didn't even aware of that stat. Two different type of seasons too. We had Florida State at the end of a long season, and Miami kind of was on the season right before we went in on 3 straight championships. So I think I know exactly what you're saying. I get it. Everybody wants to write the ACC SEC storyline. To me, it's about the matchup. When these, one thing that's kind of a little bit different now is the SEC and other conferences are aligning and slotting the games based on, I think, what they think might be good matchups, or however they want to say it. They want to have good teams matching up against what they might do well or not do well. So that's been the evolution, I think, in bowl games so far. Now whether we got a good matchup or not, I don't know, but it's more about the matchup, I think, than anything. And I think this is a tough matchup for us because of what their quarterback brings. I think their defense is very, very solid in what they do. They're multiple up front. They don't play a lot of guys, but the guys that play very, very hard and very long. So I'm excited about that.
A lot of your players.
Talk about Arkansas. What do you see? They got 15 days playing. Last time I talked to you. So what do you see on their defense?
A big physical defensive front. The back end, not afraid to play some man coverage. They've had some injuries. I think they're going to be at full strength for the game. So it's going to be a heck of a challenge.
Just talk about you and talk about Rogers and Ford and all the senior class. Hopefully pulling out a big win for them. 10 wins.
Yeah, well, it's a great senior class. I think this group of kids, this group of seniors, means a lot to our younger players. And I know that that's heavy on their mind to do our best to send them out the right way.
Well, good luck rest of today, and see you tomorrow.
You bet. Thank you.
All right, buddy. You haven't played since the Alabama game, so how's the injury? How's everything? Are you ready to go tomorrow?
I feel really, really good. I got to go out and practice, make some cuts that I haven't made in a while, and it really gave me that confidence. So that's one thing that I needed going into this game, and that I feel great about.
Does it frustrate you that it seems like the last couple of years you got yourself in there and you want to, with Arkansas doing such a great job in the SEC, instead of sitting on the sidelines without the pads on and help out? Is it going to be great tomorrow night, playing in front of people down, across the street here where Cam Newton, plays all the time?
Oh, definitely. Cam's a great player. To be able to play in the same spot that he plays is cool. Playing in the NFL Stadium is awesome. Just this environment, this ACC country, where our backs are against the wall, so it's just going to be one of those games that we're going to have to grind out. But I wouldn't want to do it with any other group. This is senior class, especially me. So to come out here and have one more game with them is going to be fun.
How's the experience bowl-wise this week for you? All the cool activities that the coach put together.
Oh, this is a great bowl. I said last night, I was telling my teammates, man, this is the second best bowl game I've ever been to. Just all the things that we've been able to enjoy this week. Charlotte's a beautiful city, so it's definitely a great bowl experience.
All right, the ballpark. Would you like to hit some baseball?
Right,
Yeah, short porch there, right
get
field.
my swing going. It'd be cool.
Well, hopefully you're ready to go tomorrow, and good luck.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
All right, man.
Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. Had a 1,000-yard rusher in Trayvon McMillan, so I definitely didn't expect to run this much that I did this year. But it is what it is. We got 9 wins.
Can you compare how you feel physically today to how you felt the day after the Clemson game when you woke up?
Way better.
I mean, is it just like a whole body soreness that you feel over the course of the season, or how, particular parts of you that were bothering you?
When you run a 180 sometimes plus times a game as a quarterback, I think your whole body gonna be sore. So I think it's just the whole body, but the rest was barely needed.
Hey, Gerard, can you talk about how you doing, by the way? Good to see you. Oh, man, happy holidays, buddy. All right. Can you talk about your development in this offense? It just seems like every week you're getting more and more comfortable. And then can you talk about your chemistry with Isaiah and how important that facet of the offense is?
My development of the offense coming in the first year with any offense, you got to get the understanding of what the coach is trying to accomplish in the offense. And as the season grew, I understood what Coach Cornelson was trying to get accomplished as the games grew on. And so they put more on my plate, allowed me to go through more reads. Instead of just one, they allowed me to go through more reads. And they saw that I could do that, which I was already comfortable with doing. Because at my junior college, I did that a lot. But they had to get comfortable with me doing that. So once they allowed me to get more comfortable, it kind of opened up a lot of more things. And then when it comes to Isaiah, yeah, he's a special talent. It makes my job that much easier. He has a great catch radius, great route running. When the ball is in there, it's pretty much his or nobody's, and I love that about him. So it really made my job that much easier to get more timing with him.
You've had a little time to look at this Arkansas secondary. What kind of challenges do they pose to your passing game?
Very talented. Everybody asking the same one, but they're very talented. It's the SEC for a reason, so just got to play our game. And hopefully we make some big plays.
Does it, after this game, with all the talk and rightly so being about the SEC being, the powerhouse conference, does it make it a little sweeter if you do win tomorrow night, the fact that you're going to be beating an SEC foe?
No, what's going to make it sweet is that we win the game. The opponent or the conference doesn't. I don't look at that. I look at, did we win the game? And we win the game. That's what makes it sweet to me. So that's going 1-0 makes it sweet.
Gotcha. Appreciate your time. Thanks, buddy.
Talk about the excitement of you guys finally getting a chance to play, because by the time you first went down,
How do you feel like the offense has progressed this season?
From the first two games we've had, we played a little sloppy. Well, I'll take that back. We played sloppy. We were turning the ball over, and not executing those little things that were kind of like staples in our offense. And as the season went on, we progressed and we got better, and we started to get rolling, and we started to execute, and we started to make a lot of big plays. So I think the offense has excelled a lot through the season.
You know what? You've had a couple weeks to look at this Arkansas defense. What kind of challenges do they pose against your passing game?
Well, on the back end, they're long, they're athletic, and they're fast. So they'll make some plays as well. We always say that the 50-50 balls and things like that. Their players are on scholarship as well, so they're gonna make some plays. But we just have to focus on the details and really execute and pay attention to the little things and try to go out there and make more plays than they will.
How have you developed this year? Obviously, you've kind of taken the national stage, making some big plays, especially on the big stage. Talk about your game. How have you progressed as a wide receiver?
Just trying to pay attention to the little things, the details, is what makes players, that puts them in the elite categories, and just focusing on my route running, not taking too many cuts, or catching the ball away from my hands, or catching in traffic, or trying to make something happen after the catching and things like that. Because talking to Coach Wiggins, we knew that as the season went on, that defenses wouldn't let me get over the top as much, and they try to bring help over the top and things like that. So it was, okay, well, what are we going to do now? Are we going to just go in the tank, or are we going to try to find more ways to kind of make plays for the team? And that's what I had to try to do, is catch the short passes and make something happen to get yards after catch and things like that.
And how about talk about the chemistry you've been building with your quarterback, and how important is that to have that trust, especially in a big game?
It's extremely important, and I tell him all the time that I'm going to be there for him. I'm going to make the play when he needs me to. I have to be a kind of a security blanket for him, just when anything is breaking down or going wrong, he knows that he can come back to one and find me, and that I'll make the play for him. And he's been great. He's been really well. He adjusted like he's been a 3-year starter in the Division I level. So.
Isaiah, last year you guys went to the Independence Bowl, Frank Beamer's last game. Everybody wants to bring the coach on that. This year, Justin Forte, who comes from Memphis, talk about the transition of getting from Coach Beamer to Justin's system. How long did it take for you to get adjusted to it?
Maybe a couple weeks. When he first got here, as the meetings went on, kind of to get adjusted to to the language and the signals and the things like that. But it wasn't too bad. And I think Coach Fuente did an amazing job at not trying to barge in and, okay, we're going to do it this way and this is my way, and or else you got to be going. I think he did a great job at mixing the coaches, because what Coach Beamer left behind is something that's special. And what Coach Fuente has brought along is something special as well. So he's kind of done a fantastic job at taking the best of both worlds and kind of mixing them together.
And talk about the SEC, Arkansas. Their secondary. What team do they remind you of in the ACC? Because the ACC had good secondary like Florida State. Didn't play them this year, but what do they remind you of?
I think they're a secondary of their own. I think they have their own identity. They're really athletic on the back end. They can make a bunch of plays, so it'll be a tough battle for us.
Let's talk about the bowl experience this week. You guys drove race cars. You guys probably played billiards somewhere down the street. Let's talk about the chemistry for bowl weekend. Let's talk about how glad you guys are here.
It's been an amazing time. Charlotte has welcomed us with open arms, and we've been loving it since we've been here. It's really just our whole team just taking each other in and enjoying each other's company, and just enjoying our seniors for this one last go around.
I know, like you said, it's something to worry about when it falls over the NFL stuff, and I understand that.
Just get momentum going into the off season. You want to have the feeling that you just put together a great season going into the off season to get some confidence from these younger guys. You want to have that going in. Like I said, and for the upperclassmen, we want to end it the right way.
Sam, let's talk about Arkansas, their defense. What you see, on film. How difficult are they? Because I know the SEC is, right down. It's almost like a fun and gun type of league. What do you see with Arkansas's defense?
Arkansas's defense, they run base defenses, but they're good at what they do. Their defensive line's really good, really physical. I think their defense is physical all around. They got some very good linebackers, good guys in the back end. What jumps out on film is they're big physical players, and we'll have our work cut out for us.
I know you're a busy guy during the fall semester. Congratulations on the
thank you.
Getting married. So how did that all come together? Because I know Coach, on the teleconference call for the ACC championship, knew about it because he had his Secret Service out there looking for it. So how did that all come about?
Yeah, I didn't plan for it to blow up like it did, honestly.
You strike me as kind of a low-key kind of guy on that aspect, huh, Sam?
Yeah, I did it after the game when no one was in the stadium. I failed to realize that there's a bunch of media still upstairs.
Yeah.
And they were watching. So I just had my family up there. My family was in there and a couple of our friends, but I didn't know the media was in there. And right when it happened, my phone was getting blown up. So I didn't enjoy all the attention around it. It's not like that's why I did it, and that's not why. I know my fiance wouldn't want all the attention around it either. So
let's talk about the next level. I know there's a lot of people in the NFL. There's not a lot of good fullbacks, except for the guy from Baltimore, Juszczyk from Harvard. Do you see yourself playing fullback for an NFL team, or would you go up to Canada and come back down, or how are you gonna get yourself, say, hey, this is St. Rogers, I'm a good fullback, I can help anybody.
I feel like I can do a bunch of different things, so I don't know if I'm going to be limited just as a fullback. But, I'll worry about that stuff when that stuff comes. Right now, I'm just concentrated on winning the last game with these guys.
Yeah, Sam, tell me, how do you think your season has progressed? Have you gotten better? What are some of the things that you've seen improvement on in your game leading up to this bowl game?
Personally? Yeah. Honestly, within this offense, just getting a better feel for this offense and just getting position on certain blocks. We're doing a lot more blocking on the perimeter than I've done in the past, as opposed to the interior, which I feel like has improved throughout the year, and Coach Sheets has done a really good job of helping with that. I think just getting more comfortable with the offense and the nuances of the offense and understanding what they want out of certain plays.
Sam, talk to me about your quarterback has progressed. What do you see in the huddle from him, not just statistically, but as a leader, him kind of coming into his own?
Yeah. Gerard knew from the beginning that he didn't have to be the vocal leader of the team. That's not what Coach asked him to do. We have vocal leaders of the team, but what he has done, he's come in and he's worked really, really hard, and he's gained the respect of his teammates, and he's led by example. That's what we respect most of him.
Obviously, we're not supposed to be rooting for anybody, but you're in the lunch pail kind of guy, and we're rooting for you to have a great game. And of course, Herb and I are hitting the NFL wire saying you're the best fullback in the draft, buddy. So we're
Appreciate that. It means a lot.
Yeah, man, we're rooting for you. So just one last question for you. I got to ask it. With all the kind of national media, I guess it's, well, you can't argue with the national championships. Would this win be a little bit more sweeter coming against an SEC team than it would another team?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of pride in each conference. An SEC and the ACC are two Power 5 conferences, and we want to win it just to, like you said, just so that we can show the SEC, the ACC belongs in those conversations.
Nice. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. See you post game. Good luck.
Thanks, buddy.
Good luck tomorrow, bud. Good to see you,
luck.
Sam.
Thank you.
Enjoy today.
Thank you.
I mean, when I was born, my dad was coaching in Holy Cross, and then we moved to Murray State, and then Boise State, and then when I was 2, we moved to Arkansas. So I'm used to it.
So many times in bowl games, it's about which team is more motivated to be there. If you had to say what this team is motivated by in this game, what would it be?
I would say, chip on our shoulder. That's what I would say. We didn't end the year the way we wanted to at all. That kind of fueled us through the bowl game, through the last 4 weeks of workouts and everything like that. So, we know it's a big deal to win the last game of the year, to just get momentum with the spring ball and the summer and the next season. So anytime you can win the last game, it's huge for the program.
You guys had played in over a month. Do you get the sense that you guys are kind of tired of practice, ready to get out there and just play?
Yeah, we've had about 15 practices against our own guys, and I think they're ready to go out there on Thursday and hit someone else for a chance, and like the spring ball practice and everything like that. So we're excited for the opportunity on Thursday.
Thanks, Austin. Good luck, man. Appreciate it.
Hey, Austin. Last preseason, you went to the Manning, academy. What did that teach you to be a better quarterback? The Mannings are well known, around the football world.
Really, it was just how hard they prepare everything they do. I think, going through the throw workouts that Eli did every single day, it was pretty special to watch, and pretty special to pick his brains and what he does and how he does things, and try to be at the level he's at. It's a special family.
Well, talk about Virginia Tech's defense. I know you probably spent 15 days looking at it. So, what did you see in their secondary that might be an issue?
Yeah, they do some different things we haven't really seen this year. I'd say their defense kind of resembles TCU a little bit, just in that 4-2-5 structure. And they've got a bunch of guys who play hard and know exactly what to do. And it's a testament to their coaches and the type of guys they recruit. They got some special players.
They talk about the bowl experience this week. You guys doing racing, driving, and pit crew, and all that stuff.
Definitely. That NASCAR experience is pretty awesome. Watching Dan Skipper try to get in the car was pretty hilarious. As long as Bijan Jackson, and then just the Belk event yesterday was awesome. $450, 90% off savings. So it was really fun, and we've had a really great week so far.
Well, let him go, and nice to meet you.
What's up, bro?
You missed all the good stuff right now.
Hey, you're bigger than I am, so. I'm not a NASCAR guy, but seeing somebody who does something like that.
So I've always had a little bit of a peak of NASCAR since getting here, because our trainers have a Hot Thrombosis Cup, which is it's fantasy NASCAR league.
Oh, okay.
And so they've got
it's just like fantasy football, right?
Yeah, same
it's like
thing.
you can drop somebody and bring somebody up.
Exactly.
Okay.
So, you see the results each week, and you see the trophy sitting in the training room, and it moves offices, and so having that side of the experience has been fun, and then to actually get out here and see the Hall of Fame and see those guys, just eyes light up when they see certain cars or certain race stuff. It's been awesome to see. And then actually getting in a car just gives you a whole new appreciation and respect for what those guys do.
And you live in a hotbed for NASCAR. I live in Maryland, so Maryland's not really a hotbed. We have Dover, like an hour and 15 minutes away from me. But everybody goes to Dover and gets hammered, city stands for 4 hours and trying to figure out what the heck they're doing. But for you growing up, did you ever thought to be a NASCAR driver?
No, I mean I grew up in Colorado, so that's.
Oh, okay. So there's no.
We've got drag racing, but I didn't. I watched it to take naps too, but then getting out here and seeing the peak of interest has got me watching it occasionally.
I got picked on when I was a kid because a lot of people watch NASCAR, like my friend does. He's a big Rusty Wallace fan, and they hate Jeff Morgan and all that stuff. When I say 24, he hisses like a rattlesnake. I'm like, what are you doing? But it's similar to, NASCAR is similar to me when I was a kid. I used to watch a lot of bowling on TV, and people say to me like, why do you watch bowling? Well, that's my NASCAR. Pretty much. They're drinking beer, and I went to one of their events. They drink beer and bowl on the lane, and Pete Weber's an alcoholic, so
There you go.
Yeah. Let's get to the game. What do you guys see on Virginia Tech's offense? I know they have a good fullback down over here, Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, I don't watch any offensive film.
Okay.
Dr. Brooks and Dietrich. I don't know. That's not my side of the ball. I watch, their punt return and their field goal block and their field goal.
Have you blocked a field goal?
Oh yeah, I blocked.
What's the feeling like blocking one?
It hurts.
It hurts.
Oh yeah, that ball's getting
because people don't know that. They think like you go, hey, I'm good.
No, you got to get through the line, and then a lot of times we get punched on your way through, and then if you're lucky enough to get the hand on the ball, God willing, it doesn't feel good. Dislocated some fingers and stuff, but it's always a good time because you can change the sway of the game immediately.
A lot of people don't know that because we were watching. I'm from Baltimore. We watched the Ravens and Patriots, and that guy from Patriots hopped over the center, and my dad goes, "Can you do that?" And I'm like, "You can if you don't touch the guy." Is that the same rule in college?
Yeah, same rule in college.
Same rule in college. Well, good luck the rest of the day, and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.